What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media, bringing Ravens content every single day. If you want to see daily Ravens content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell as well if you want to get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. Now, in this video, I'm going to give a little bit more of an injury and players that aren't going to be playing update with the Ravens, but the first thing that I'm going to say is, according to Ian Rappaport, everything is looking like Tyler Huntley will be the starting quarterback against the Green Bay Packers. And that's kind of been expected, but I saw Rappaport put something out about how that is fully expected. I was like, okay, I'm giving up hope that Lamar Jackson will be able to play. Obviously, hope he's able to play, but it's really not expected at this point that he's going to be able to suit up. He hasn't been ruled out by any means. He's still technically questionable to play, but looks like Tyler Huntley's going to be the starter, his second career start in the NFL. And obviously, I support Tyler Huntley. I think, if he plays a really good game, he's played some great games in the past, most notably the final preseason game against the Washington football team. Great game, terrific game. If he plays a game like that, the Ravens can still have a chance at winning this football game. But the other news is that the Ravens have now lost Chris Westry for this game, as he has been placed on the reserve COVID list, which has reduced the Ravens to 5 cornerbacks this Sunday. The Ravens will be going with Anthony Averett, Jimmy Smith, Tavon Young, Kevon Seymour, and Robert Jackson. That is terrifying that the Ravens are going out there. And I talked about a little bit yesterday how the Ravens can play in double teams and stuff like that against this Packers team. But, that was even me talking about having Chris Westry. And I was like, he's kind of questionable right now. But now he's been added to the COVID list. But unfortunately, all those guys are out. However, I don't know how great of news it is, but the Ravens have promoted Tony Jefferson to the 53-man roster for this week, making him eligible to play tomorrow, and I expect him to play because the Ravens' safeties right now are Brandon Stevens, Geno Stone, and Anthony Levine. And Anthony Levine, I love Anthony Levine, co-cap, he's a beast. I think of him more as a kind of an outside linebacker, real box safety type of role, which I believe he started his career as an outside linebacker. Then they technically transitioned him to safety, but he doesn't really play safety. Like he plays special teams and he comes in every once in a while and will play in the box. But Tony Jefferson and him can both play in the box. And then Geno Stone and Brandon Stevens probably going to be the guys playing over top. Both of them have ball skills. Unfortunately, Brandon Stevens last week didn't really show them when he had the possible interception, but whatever. He's new to the defensive side of the ball, getting used to it. Could have been a great pick if he had it, but unfortunately dropped it. But this Packers team is not a team that turns the ball over very much. Rodgers is not a quarterback that throws very many interceptions. He's got like over an 8 touchdown to interception ratio in the last 2 seasons combined, which is like double anybody else with 20 or more starts in the NFL since 2020. So, it is a major difficult thing against the Packers is to get the ball via turnovers. If you're going to get the ball, it's going to be by stopping them. Getting a sack is probably going to be the best way to do it, is to sack Aaron Rodgers is how you get a stop, because that'll force him into either a bad situation, or if you sack him on 3rd down, obviously it's 4th down. And it's going to be tough because the Packers do like to go for it on 4th and short. And 4th and short situations, Aaron Rodgers is, he's Aaron Rodgers, and I'm still expecting him to play, even though he hasn't practiced this week. It's a toe injury. He's been playing with that bad toe, and he's been playing excellent football, which is kind of annoying because that just shows you how great Aaron Rodgers is. But the Ravens, after losing all of these pieces and having a lot of questions still going into the game, it's going to be very difficult. But I want to remind people, the Ravens, this isn't a must-win game. Even though it's kind of a must-win game, it's close. The Ravens can still make the playoffs if they don't win this game. If they beat Cincinnati and they beat Pittsburgh, I think that's what they need to do if they want to make the playoffs. Because the Bengals, they're playing in a big game this week. They still have to play the Chiefs this season, which is obviously a tough matchup. The Browns are having a lot of problems. Their game getting postponed against the Raiders. So there's still some big games for the other teams in the AFC North. So the Ravens can still win the North, even if they don't win this week. And the Steelers are playing the Titans, which go Titans. Hopefully they're able to win that game. Bengals are against the Broncos. The Broncos had a great week last week, even though I think it was against the Jets or a really bad team. Or maybe it was the Lions. That's who it was. So it's still some tough games for those teams. So the Ravens can still make the playoffs, even though this week it may be a rough week, but this Ravens team is still a fighting team. And I don't want to give the impression that I don't believe that they have a chance. I still think they can win, but they're going to have to play some really good football, and they're going to need some guys to step up. And that's an absolute fact. Their defensive players, someone's going to have to step up. I don't know if it's going to be Patrick Queen, Odafe Owe, Brandon Stevens, Anthony Averett, Geno Stone, Tony Jefferson, Justin Madubuike, Broderick Washington. I have no idea who it'll be. But if they're going to win, they're going to need somebody like that to have a monster game and step up. Maybe it's also Tyus Bowser, another guy. Josh Bynes. A lot of players could step up. Let me know who you guys think is the guy that you think needs to step up. And what do you guys think about, not having Chris Westry for this game and not having Chuck Clark for this game? It's going to be really tough, but let me know what you guys think. So I feel like all of the videos this week have been kind of negative because it's just all been more news about more players not being able to play. And I apologize, guys, that's kind of what I've been talking about. It's just slowly gotten worse and worse as the week has gone on in terms of who the Ravens will get to play. It was oh yeah, hopefully we'll have Lamar. And then it was oh, well, maybe it's Tyler Huntley, but that's okay. And then it was oh no, we lost Chuck Clark. And oh no, we lost Calais Campbell's now doubtful and all these guys. But let me know what you guys think about this game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Subscribe for daily Ravens content. And tomorrow we will be doing the pregame show. We'll probably start about half an hour before the game. After kind of the 1 o'clock games are ending, we'll start up the stream. And we'll have a good time. And then after the game, we will probably be talking about it until Sunday Night Football starts. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure to come through to that. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see all of you again then.